glad to know you're still there. If you don't join us, you're watching Political Affairs on Kama TV. And of course, for those of you that are following us live on Facebook, you can as well drop your comment on the section that is provided for you so that at the end of it, we can respond to your topic. But however, I've been speaking with a distinguished Senator Ishaku Abbo, former senator representing Adamawa North, and of course he's been here with me furthering the conversation on the state of the nation as regard to the recent happening. All right, before the break, distinguished senator, you were so emphatic on a nepotistic, disposition of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as regard to release of resources to develop a particular region in the country. Further the conversation some more, sir.
Yes, like I was saying, the nepotism did not just start and end in appointment of individuals to man the MDAs, whether they are ministries, department or agencies of government. Also, sadly, allocation of resources. Again, in August 2023, before Buhari left office, there was this supplementary budget left to the National Assembly. When President Tinubu came on board, he sent a review of a supplementary budget already passed the National Assembly. Instead for him to do his own supplementary budget, since the government is a continuum, he said they should go and review the one that his predecessor left. And when it came, we were in the chambers, in the middle of the chamber of the session, they came with a one-page printed that even when you use glasses, you won't see what they printed. And they said they came with a budget. They went, the Senate leader went and whispered to the Senate President Chacha, and then they give out and they say we have to pass it. And I quickly went through my phone, as you have seen, I have this one here, and I went through the former budget. And I took this one, I removed my glasses, because even at my age, I have to use glasses to read that. They deliberately made a small write-up, so you will not even see what you are going to pass. And I went through it. You know what I discovered? All the projects put in northern Nigeria, go and check it. Supplementary budget that left by Buhari and reviewed by President Tinubu, all the projects put in the north, more especially northeast, was removed. The entire northeast, they left with less than 100 million naira. Did you hear me? 100 million.
And you were the only one that was vocal to talk about it.
Ekiti State alone has over 20 billion in Ekiti State. The whole 6 states of the northeast have less than 100 million. One state have 20 billion. Are we not Nigerians?
Yeah.
And I told them that this cannot pass. I don't know what to tell my children when I get home, that their father was there when this was passed in the chambers of the Senate. I told them it did not happen. And we forced into a closed door session, and they took out cameras, and we went into the closed door session, and I said that this cannot go. And that is the nepotism, not just in appointment, also in allocation of resources, and in contracts. Who are the ones that create this contract for this government? Go and check. So the nepotism is there, true. And do you know why I voted for Yari?
Yeah, in the quest for
geographical balancing.
Yeah.
When I said I don't want a Muslim ticket, they thought I was fighting Muslims or I'm a religious bigot. I am too educated. I am too exposed. At the age of 20, I was in faraway England. At the age of 20 years, I was in faraway England. I was in Australia. I was in the US. But when I was 22, I have already traveled virtually all over the world at that young age. God blessed me at young age. And I have seen how people live there. They look at you based on the content and quality of your own character, not based on the color of your skin, your tribe, your religion. No. People who have moved forward in life don't look at that. They look at who is a human being. That's humanity. Humanity is greater than anything.
Absolutely.
And when I said I don't want to eat, they said I don't like Islam. But I don't care. Because the God that I know look at the heart of men. God look at the heart of men. Now, when we went to vote for Senator Yari, I voted for Senator Yari. You know what they said? They said they bought me. So they did not buy me. When I spoke against Muslim ticket, it was sentiment or hatred. When I voted against a Christian candidate, because I believed that time that northern Nigeria should not be empty. Whether you are a Christian or a Muslim or whatever tribe you are, we are all in the same northern Nigeria. And there is no reason why the entire 19 states of northern Nigeria plus the FCT should be made empty. No reason why. And that's why I said the president from the south, who is the head of the executive arm of government, the Chief Justice of Nigeria is actually from the south, who is the head of the judiciary, and now the head of the National Assembly. Both the 3 tiers of government should go to the south. I said no. What will we give the northern Nigeria? And that's why I say I'm voting for anybody from the north.
Which you voted for?
Which I voted for Yari. So that is what I believe in. I believe in balancing. Yes, Buhari did nepotism, but he did only on appointment. Now Tinubu is doing both in resource allocation, in appointment, and even in contracts.
Distinguished Senator, talk to me. You were of the Ninth Assembly.
Yes.
And talk to me whether or not, which is more of a robust stand. Because even the Ninth Assembly, under the leadership of the Senate President Amin Lawan then, was accused of being a robust stand for former President Muhammadu Buhari. And now that the Senate President Godswill Akpabio is on the saddle of the 10th Assembly, which is more of a robust stand? Is it the 10th Assembly or the 9th Assembly that you belong to?
When I was in the 9th Senate, I know how many requests we turned down from Mr. President, and I'll give you 2.
Okay.
Someone was nominated to be appointed into PEMCO, and we turned them down and wrote Mr. President, we cannot accept them, and give the President reason. And another person was also nominated to INEC also, and we told Mr. President he cannot be here. You are also aware that this woman that was on social media, that woman on social media was nominated to go to INEC.
Yeah.
From the South.
Yes.
And because of her partisanship, we said we won't allow you to go into INEC because you have been
Onoche.
Yes. Onoche is our sister. And we said we cannot accept you into INEC because
she was partisan.
Can Akpabio do that? No. Now, the 9th Senate was a rubber stamp. A rubber stamp sees what they are stamping at least. Because if you are a rubber stamp, they say rubber stamp senator or rubber stamp assembly, that means you see what you are stamping before you stamp it. This one, they don't even see what they are stamping. It's worse. They don't even see what they are stamping.
So the 10th Senate National Assembly is worse than the 9th National Assembly.
There's not even
comparison.
No, there's not even Senate now. Senate now is now a department under presidency. It's a department.
But it's supposed to be an independent.
That's what it says. Suppose. Yes, suppose. But now it's not been reduced to one of the department or unit under the presidency.
But it's not a 3 arm of the government.
Sadly, no. Sadly, no. It's a body that I love so much, and I have been there. So to talk them down pains my heart.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm speaking against the Senate, it pains deep in my heart. But that is the reality.
But what do you make of the back and forth recently between the Senate President and Senator Natasha that has attracted global beam, whereby it seems as if nothing is even considerate to the country rather than the issue between Senator Natasha and Senate President Akpabio?
You see, I try to restrain myself from speaking about Natasha Akpabio matter because I know some of the issues. Natasha is not my friend, and she doesn't like me. So whatever I'm saying, I've laid a foundation that we are never good friends.
But is Akpabio your friend?
Akpabio is even more friendlier to me than Natasha.
Okay.
Now, I have been in discussion with both Natasha and her husband when this happened. I put a call across to see how we can resolve this matter amicably without you dragging down an institution, because Akpabio is not the Senate. You are the Senate. Your child is the Senate. Your son will be there tomorrow as the Senate President. Why should we destroy it for your children? It's nobody's house. So when you see a man trying to bring down the institution, he is being wicked to your children. What I discovered is that the whole matter is never about seat allocation.
There has been an underlying issue.
Underline, it is a build up, it's a gassed up. There has been gassed up. And the camel, the straw that broke the camel's back was the seat allocation. And by the way, you are changing a seat.
What is in a
seat? What is in a seat? And if you are, it's something, Senator Natasha approach the chair. Approach the chair means come and see the Senate President. That we call approach the chair.
The Senate language.
Yes, you can say Senator Natasha approach the chair. I said, I am moving you into a so seat because so and so moved. Which one do you think? Because we don't want you there. We want to move you forward. After all, this is your colleague. You are no better senator than any senator. That's why David Mark, who was the Senate President, called other senators my boss. He referred to senators my bosses. When David Mark entered the chamber, he will tell you, my Oga, I greet you, my Oga. All of you, you are my Oga. You kept me on this seat. That is the mentality of a servant.
Yeah.
But now, the issue between Natasha and Akpabio, there has been a built-up problem before then. And some of them are today before the court of law, that I am not allowed to say certain things because witnesses will be called in the court of law on the sexual harassment allegation against the Senate President. And some witnesses that I spoke with said they will come to court and they will testify what they had. What they had. And Natasha said that she had chats that she will present in the court. Whether now such discussions we are considered to be indecent. Indecent. It's a narrative. Now, if a conversation is indecent and whether it constitutes a sexual harassment, it's a nothing. And so she will come and present it to the court of law. But there is something particularly I want to speak about. Akpabio happened to be vindictive. Vindictively wicked.
How do you mean?
When he was running for Senate, some bishops met him. And they told me that they needed to have a number 3 citizen as a Christian. Because with the same faith ticket of the president and the vice president, they needed a balance. I told them it's a right thing, it's a good thing to do. And I told them, then bring a Christian from the north. If you're not bringing a Christian from the north, I am not voting for anybody that's come from the south. Not that I hate south, they have had enough already. Ayolo was the Chief Justice of Nigeria, and Tinubu was the president. They already have the judiciary, they have the executive, now they know to be empty. Now he met me in my hotel room in the night, around 2-3 a.m. He knocked my hotel room, and I opened the room for him in Transcorp Hilton. And he sat. And I told him that I cannot vote for you. These are my reasons. Reason number 1.
You gave me a genuine reason.
Yes. No, there is nothing genuine for a politician. When you want something and somebody give you any reason, it depends on how reasonable you are. My reason then was, first of all, they not need to have somebody heading one of the 3 arms of government. That is number 1. Number 2, I was already committed clearly, and I was already like the de facto DG. I cannot be the captain of a ship and abandon it midway, it doesn't speak well of myself as a person.
Integrity.
Yes, integrity. And we discussed with him, and he said he wants to see me with his wife. I said, okay, I'll come the next day. I didn't go. Now, after the election he won, I was about the only person in the Senate that has interest or experience or affiliation with the Nigerian Navy.
I was about going there.
Bali, Senator Bali from Plateau was the only person or thereabout that had affiliation, record of service with the Nigerian Air Force. Senator Adua was the only senator that has more experience, affiliation, and record of service with the Nigerian Army. Senator Adua was made chairman Senate Committee on Army. Napoleon was made vice chairman Senate Committee on Air Force. And I was not even put in the committee on Navy.
Why?
Because I worked against him during the primary election. That is vindictiveness of a party. Now he certainly realized that, and I told him to his face, what you are doing is not right. I told him 2015, the government wants Saraki, don't want Saraki to actually be the Senate president. And senior senators vote against Saraki. But when he becomes a Senate president, he decided to bring those people who worked against him, like Senator Alero from KB, like Senator this guy from Sokoto, and he brought them together so that they can work together. He gave them committee. In fact, he gave Senator Alero his most staunch critic, Chairman Senate Committee on Works. One of the biggest committee in the Senate is Works Committee. And he made Alero Chairman Committee on Work. Why? Because he needed a balance. He needed bonding. But when Akabia came, if you work against him, some of them, senior senators, he didn't even give them committee. That is number one. Number two, 7 of us were removed from the Senate. Senator Abbo from Adamawa, Senator Bali and Senator Motcom from Plateau, Senator Ohere from Kogi, Senator Darlington from Abia. 5 of us have moved through court judgment, all dubious court judgment. 2 senators left through appointment. Senator Umahi and Senator Gedam were nominated to be ministers. Umahi Minister for Works, Gedam Minister for Police Affairs. 7 senators left. Now you have 109 plus 7 of us. Out of these 109 senators, every senator was given his own official car. Out of the 7 of us that were removed from the Senate, all 6 were given their own official car because they served, the car was allocated to them. After all, it's a federal thing.
And for those of you who were in the appointment and you were not given official cars?
No, they were given, that's what I'm saying. All the 6, they gave them their official cars. They drove to the house and gave the official car, leaving only me. My salary for that month, because I was removed on the 19th, I already served beyond 15 days in office based on federal civil service rule.
You were supposed to be paid?
I was supposed to be paid my salary for that month. They refused to pay me my salary.
Glad to know you're still there, but of course with your journals, you're watching Political Affairs on Kama TV. I've been speaking with distinguished Senator Ishaku Abbo, from a senator representing Adamawa North, and of course he has been speaking on the stage of the nation. Interestingly, he is not losing his guard, neither is he throwing his towel. Alright, distinguished Senator, before that intermission, I was asking you about whether or not you're still a bona fide member of the APC. And you say you're about to leave the APC. That means you have not left the APC yet. Why?
At least I have not left the APC officially.
Okay.
Because by law, I have not submitted my letter of resignation from the All Progressives Congress as a political party. And my reasons are this. In 2023, I was the only senator and the highest political office holder that won election under APC in Adamawa State. Because the governor couldn't win, the senator from the south couldn't win, the senator in the central couldn't win, only the senator in the northern central district won. So the three senators, I was the only one that won my election. Technically, I became the leader of the party.
Technically?
Definitely, yes. Because I was the highest political office holder. Technically, I'm the leader of the party. Now, how did I get into APC? I got into APC because of the disagreement we had with the governor.
Which governor?
Governor Ahmadu Fintri of Adamawa State. And the disagreement that we had was on principle. Just like before I said, I'm not doing Muslim ticket, not because I hate Muslims, but because I felt they wanted to use religion to destroy Arewa people, to bring Sikhism, division in Arewa people. That's the problem we have with Ahmadu Fintri. He know the committee that was formed for the selection of the speaker. He know the agreement that we had that time before he became the governor. He know everything. And when they come, they turn their back on us. And they come to the local government election. He started doing this and he's doing. He will buy one form and give you only one form. For goodness sake, you are all members of the PDP. Anybody who wins election at the local government is still your son. Why are you stopping other people from even buying form to contest for local government election? They worked for you. They are your children. You are no longer a small man. You are too big. And now you stopped certain people from buying form. And when they buy it, you went and disqualified them so they could not get screening. I said, this place is not for me. I'm a very principled man. I don't care the price I will pay for my principles. I will maintain it. After all, I will live only one life. The rest, I'll be in my grave. Why should I live your life when I'm alive? I will live my own life. Now, because of that problem, I knew they marked me for destruction. They will not give me the ticket in 2023. I knew. I had it. They discussed it. Because 2018 during the primary election, the government didn't support me. He supported his candidate, and I defeated them. And everybody in Adamawa know.
Was it why you defected to the APC?
I defected because of the two things I mentioned earlier and the knowledge. Look at Gorobi in Numa, who was doing in Gwig, who was doing it like this. Goroki, and he lost the primary election. So they know, I know the plan against me. Now I moved the APC. I moved the APC in the presence of number 3 citizen. That is the president of the Senate, Ahmed Lawal, to the National Secretariat. I made the entire National Working Committee of the APC, led by the national chairman. So I was removed in the APC from the top.
From the top?
Yes. Now, I did not ask for free ticket because that's not my style of politics. They put up all the obstacles in the world so I will not win primary election. As a matter of fact, even the executives of my local government, they removed it. The delegates, they changed it. You know, you can't do that for Ishaku Abbo. You can't do that. And I kept them stand still for 2 years until they did the right thing. And the executives came out.
But are you satisfied that they did the right thing? Were you satisfied with what they did?
Now, when they came now to the election proper, after I won the primary election, they went to court and obtained a judgment against me. That because I argued with them that I rejected the same faith ticket, they gathered people. They did not even bring the local government chairman. They brought somebody who sat under a tree and say, I am the local government chairman of the party in the local government, which was a lie.
So it was
and they
kangaroo arrangement.
Kangaroo arrangement. And they arranged and they said they have suspended me from the party. And the next thing they have expelled me from the party. The plan was that The young man who came second in the election, in the primary election, my brother Hamisu, he thought that when they remove me, they'll give him the ticket. I thought that he will win. He will win. So they planned that against me, and they went to court, obtained court judgment, and barred me from going into the election. I appealed in the Court of Appeal, and I won 24 hours to the election. That was when my name. Let me tell you the truth. Judgment was delivered on Friday. On Thursday. When election will take place on Saturday, I won. The judges couldn't sign the order to get them over to INEC as of Friday. Saturday, election was taking place. That was when INEC was communicated. On the day of the election, I entered election. My name entered the ballot paper, and I won. They became angry. Now, after they became angry, they connive with the PDP in Adamawa, not the PDP. You know them.
No, you know them.
Everybody know them. Why will you have 1.7 billion naira to remove a city senator? Why will you have?
Right.
So now they brought that one and they removed me. My party could not be able to say, this is what happened to you. No. And if Tinubu or people who are handling him are saying that because I said I do not want same fate ticket, what of Daniel Bola? Man, Daniel Bola are together during the struggle. They can't give you appointment.